For battery, domestic violence.
Put your hands behind your back.
You got handcuffs?
According to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, Davis was taken into custody after an impromptu hearing and will now finish his 3-month sentence in jail. WJZ is working to confirm why his
Gervonta Davis faced yet another catastrophe when he suddenly collapsed in court after receiving a fresh punishment for yet another violation. The Baltimore court had summoned boxing champion Lamont Davis, charging him with 2 separate counts. The first was linked to a hit-and-run incident from years ago. Shockingly, the boxer had been reckless with his previous punishment, putting him at risk of being sentenced once again.
Gervonta Davis, Mr. That's it, we finally got you up here.
Yes, Judge, thank you very much.
No problem.
However, it was Gervonta Davis's collapse in court that earned him some leniency from the judge. Alongside his old case, Davis also faced bribery allegations after a leaked recording captured a conversation between him and referee Steve Willis during his last fight. While debates arose over possible misconduct, his lawyer argued that the New York State Athletic Commission had dismissed the case, rendering it void. Meanwhile, the fallout from the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight continues. Davis put his WBA lightweight title on the line at the Barclays Center in New York on March 1st in what many expected to be a routine defense. However, the fight didn't go as planned, with Roach finding success throughout. Controversy struck in the 9th round when Davis voluntarily took a knee and retreated to his corner. While the referee began counting, he stopped and chose not to rule it a knockdown. Davis later claimed grease in his eye caused the moment. The fight ended in a majority draw, with scores of 115-113 for Davis and 114-114 twice, meaning a 10-8 round for Roach in the 9th would have made him the new WBA lightweight champion.
What Tank did that when he took the knee? What do you think when he took the knee?
I can't speak.
Can't speak on that?
Yeah.
He did some bullshit though?
I can't speak.
No personal opinion, nothing?
Yeah, especially you.
It has now been revealed what Roach said to the referee during the controversial moment, making his stance clear. Keep counting, keep counting. Roach later explained his thoughts during the incident, saying, "The referee started counting, but then I saw Davis get up and walk to a corner. I was confused. I was focused on the count, but when I looked up and saw him in the corner, I thought, what is going on? I wanted it to be ruled a knockdown because it should have been. I asked the referee, why did you stop counting?"
No, you gotta calm down. Listen to me.
Hey, come on now. We're trying to get it.
Roach's team filed an official appeal over the verdict, but the New York State Athletic Commission ruled that the result would stand. However, Lamont Roach Jr.'s confidence remains sky high. You'd think that after his appeal to overturn the controversial draw in his March 1st bout against Gervonta Davis was denied, he'd move on. But that's far from the case. He continues to call out Davis at every opportunity. The frustration is understandable, but at this point both sides want a rematch. So why not just sign the contract and settle it in the ring? Well, it seems there's still some trash talk to get through before that happens.
Davis.
And, Your Honor, Mr. Hassett and I, assuming the court finds probable cause, we have an agreement.
Good morning, Judge Kenneth.
Now it's no longer just about the fight. Recently, Lamont Roach Jr. found himself in an online spat with fellow boxer Lorenzo Simpson, who backed Gervonta Davis and claimed Tank would knock Roach out in a rematch. Instead of keeping his cool, Roach decided to flex his wealth, throwing down a $250K bet and saying, "Yai, 250K, just like I bet your role model. If you can show it to me, we're good money, little guy." His confidence is undeniable, but now he's taken things even further. Just hours ago, he made a casual yet pointed threat toward Davis in an Instagram post, an exchange that even Ring magazine took notice of.
The niggas are not wishing at not playing. Like, come on, bro. Y'all niggas is crazy. So we elsewhere with that shit.
Lamont Roach Jr. hinted at a rematch with Gervonta Davis in an Instagram post today, sharing a bold statement in the caption. The 25-1 boxer wrote, "I proved I'm a pound-for-pound talent against a generational star in this sport. I was born a star, but on March 1st, the world finally had me under the microscope. I can't wait to run it back and put on another show." But why does Roach consider himself a pound-for-pound talent? For starters, fans haven't forgotten the controversial 9th-round moment when Davis took a knee. While Tank insists it wasn't from a punch, but rather a mix of hair grease and sweat blinding him, opinions remain divided. Some bought the excuse, but many gave Roach his credit for the near knockdown.
Just off the top, man, I was, a little disappointed. Just for the sake of boxing itself, and obviously my result for the fight. I think.
But is that one moment enough for Roach to believe he's better than Davis? Probably not. Another reason for his soaring confidence could be Ring Magazine's latest pound-for-pound rankings. Devin Haney took Davis's spot, and ESPN now ranks Roach at number 6 in the 135-pound division. That kind of recognition can certainly boost a fighter's ego. As for Gervonta Davis, is he responding to all this? Yes and no. After initially stating he wanted the rematch by the end of May, he's gone radio silent, an unusual move for Tank, who's usually quick with the trash talk. But when a fighter like him goes quiet, it often means he's plotting something big.
The key that they pointed out the things that were actually done wrong, and there's still no movement to overturn the fight. Just really saddened me a little bit. But I wasn't too hungry.
If this rematch happens, and Roach's promoter, Gary Jonas, insists it will, it could finally deliver the fireworks fans expected the first time around. But the real question is Tank plotting a stronger comeback, or is he eyeing the exit door? Gervonta Davis has already hinted that he has only 3 or 4 fights left before retiring. And let's be real, if he's nearing the end of his career, he'll be chasing the biggest payday possible. Now think about it. Does a rematch with a relatively lesser-known name like Lamont Roach Jr. bring in the kind of money he wants? Or would he cash in much bigger by securing fights with superstars like Shakur Stevenson?
Decision of the New York State Athletic Commission, I kind of accepted my fate just a little bit. I had a lot of hope, though. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of hope.
Funny enough, Tank initially dismissed the idea of fighting Roach, claiming the New York native hadn't done enough for the sport. But in a recent sit-down with NBA analyst Stephen A. Smith on ESPN, he suddenly seemed open to the possibility. Meanwhile, a rematch with Ryan Garcia would be a massive payday, but it's not happening anytime soon. Garcia first has to get past Rolly Romero on May 2nd, and if he wins, he's likely set to face Devin Haney, assuming Haney defeats Jose Carlos Ramirez that same night. So, Tank versus Garcia, 2 secs. It's a possibility, but it won't happen right away. And time may not be on Davis's side. While he's been dealing with legal troubles, Roach has remained relentless in calling him out, keeping the pressure on for a rematch.
In my view, that I have to come with it all. I have to do more. Obviously, just to secure the win.
A Baltimore judge spared WBA lightweight champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis from jail time on Wednesday after he admitted to violating his probation for a hit and run that injured 4 people, including a pregnant woman. Instead, Circuit Judge Aliyah M. Handy extended his probation by 18 months and ordered him to make a $1,000 donation to the Community Assistance Network. Davis, 30, now residing in Parkland, Florida, admitted to leaving the state without approval. His probation agent in Maryland happened to spot him dining at Proper Cuisine on East Redwood Street in downtown Baltimore on January 22nd, less than half a mile from the Clarence M. Mitchell and Elijah E. Cummings courthouses. Judge Handy noted that Davis's probation officer in Florida had been lenient, granting him travel passes twice to the U.S. Virgin Islands.
We elsewhere with that shit, and niggas dicky and like they start like, come on. When I start wearing chrome heavy and showing shit off, and that's when niggas start wanting.
Judge Handy also noted that she had granted Davis permission to attend the 2024 Paris Olympic Games to support and advise Team USA Boxing. However, she denied his request to travel to Japan for his 30th birthday. During the hearing, Handy expressed hesitation about imposing additional jail time, questioning what it would truly accomplish. "I don't like sending anyone to jail. Sir, I really don't," she told Davis. "But you need to wake up, please." She later added, "I don't ever want to see you in court again." Gervonta Davis, the Baltimore boxing champion, had previously been sentenced to 90 days of home detention for his involvement in a 2020 hit-and-run.
The home detention, people, I listened to everybody to the T. She's mad that I bought a property, that's why I'm sitting in jail.
Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta Davis pleads guilty in hit-and-run. The hearing marked the latest chapter in the ongoing legal saga of Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the West Baltimore native, who boasts a 30-1 record. He recently retained his title after a majority draw against Lamont Roach. Davis pleaded guilty in 2023 in Baltimore Circuit Court to 4 traffic offenses related to a hit-and-run incident. The crash occurred around 2 a.m. on November 5, 2020, when he ran a red light at the intersection of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and Washington Boulevard. His 2020 Lamborghini Urus collided with a 2004 Toyota Solara before crashing into the fence of a 7-Eleven.
Said that I shouldn't. She wanted me to be in an apartment, a one-bed apartment